Tonya Harvey, 35 years old, was murdered on a dead-end street on February 8, 2018. Buffalo, New York police have made no arrests, named no suspects or persons of interest. They state the murder was not a hate crime but family and friends may disagree. Content warning. This case is sensitive and it involves marginalized and overly sensationalized people. LGBTQ+, trans, black, and women. Please take care of your mental health. Please be sensitive in the comments, especially if you are not a part of these communities. I am including mental health resources for us at the end of Tonya's story. If at any time you need them to take a break and look into it. If you are mentally able to handle the strain, please share her story. You can always turn off your comments. Timeline of events and details. February 4, 2018. Tonya may have seen a murder 4 days before her death. Mother AV states, what she witnessed she couldn't get out of her mind. WGRZ News. Allegedly, Tonya would consume drugs and would tell what she had seen to everyone around her. The rumor said this would happen until a hit order was made to silence her. The rumor goes on to say that Tonya was leaving the house for the store. A few men were there. Tonya hollered and screamed before she was shot multiple times. It's possible she yelled out, "I don't have your money or stuff." Air County District Attorney John Flynn, who is investigating Tonya's case, reports they are aware of the rumors. They officially announced that to date they do not know of any eyewitnesses of the event. Those that had come forward all got their information via rumor. The info came from various sources. There was a homicide on the day Tonya may have seen it. This homicide is still unsolved. It occurred on 134 Wick Street and the victim is Douglas Padre Johnson, according to John Flynn. This victim was rumored to be a doorman for a drug house in Buffalo, New York. In a news report, they say the victim's name is Douglas E. Johnson, but he was known by Padre. Douglas was 47 years old. Discovered on February 6, 2018, his body was snow-covered. After examination, it was found that he died of multiple stabbings. Wick Street is also a dead-end street near Broadway and Bailey. Crime Stoppers offered up to $2,500 and the Buffalo Police Department was offering up to $1,500 for information that leads to an arrest or indictment. Johnson's body was found the same night Tonya was killed and his body was 3 streets away from her death location. Tonya has one last Facebook post and it was published on this day. It seems it was a food delivery check-in for Skip the Dishes. February 6, 2018 evening, 55 to 30 p.m. Tonya is shot multiple times on dead-end Shepherd Street near Broadway. The police arrive shortly after the event but Tonya is pronounced dead at the scene. Tonya's mother AV had worked a double shift and was eager to get home that very cold day. Once at home she settles to watch television and the shows remind her of her daughter Tonya. One show was about a person promoting makeup and AV thought Tonya could do that. The show changes to something about angels and learning the signs to know if you were surrounded by them. Interrupting the moment was a banging on the door so loud it scared her. AV angrily looks out the window to see her son. Once inside he attempts to get her to sit but she refuses. AV says she is a stubborn mother like that. He said they killed. And I said, killed who? He said, boo. Because we call. The family calls. Tonya, boo. And I just immediately fell out. And I said, well, and cried for I don't know how long. WGRZ. AV is in denial and is unable to process her daughter's death. Asking her son if he had seen Tonya himself, she learns that he had not. The police had identified her via various markings and her tattoos. AV refused to believe Tonya was gone until she finally saw her. The news reports Tonya's death that night but initially misgenders her. February 10, 2018. The Buffalo News issues corrections about Tonya's gender. Michael J. DeGeorge, the Buffalo police spokesman, announced they were looking into some early leads. February 11 or 12, 2018. AV verifies and sees her daughter's body at the funeral home after Tonya's body was cleaned and prepared by the funeral home. February 12, 2018. Tonya's wake was held at 11 a.m. at T.L. Pickens Mortuary, 66E. Utica Street, Buffalo, New York, 14209. The funeral service was held the same day and place at 12 p.m. Prior to Tonya's death, her mother AV and talked about what Tonya would want if she died early. The question arose because AV was worried about her daughter's lifestyle. Tonya simply told her mother, "Mom, whatever makes you happy." DailyPublic.com. February 8, 2018 through the following week. The Erie County District Attorney investigates the homicide to see if it was a hate crime. Tonya's death brings about a lot of media attention. During this time era, an upswing of hate crimes against trans people climb. February 18, 2019, 12 p.m. Remembrance Rally, Justice for Tonya Harvey. This rally takes place with Tonya's family and LGBTQ+ community. City Hall Square, Buffalo, New York. August 18, 2018. A billboard is made with Tonya's picture on it. It said, "Speak up and speak out before your loved one is next. Please reach out to Be a Voice for Justice initiative with any information." There is a link for Be a Voice for Justice initiative, but it is unopenable. October 29, 2018. Kite Munro, spokesperson for District Attorney's Office, announced that Tonya's murder did not appear to be a hate crime. They declined to comment further on the possible motives, citing open investigation. Buffalo Police Department also declined to comment. October 2018. Crime Stoppers Buffalo and the Buffalo Police Department offered a $4,000 reward. They asked for information about Tonya's killer or killers. Tips may be submitted by calling 676,161 or through the Crime Stoppers app. August 2021. District Attorney admits there is no evidence available in this case. Crime scene. Tonya suffered multiple gunshots. Allegedly it was 6 wounds total to the head, chest, back, bottom and genitals. The information about the wounds was not given by the police but by the funeral director. Daily Public. There were 9mm shells on the ground in the vicinity of Tonya's body. The district attorney's office has acknowledged the gunshot wounds. They were asked if the location of the wounds indicated a hate crime. It could potentially be, or it could mean the perpetrator was a bad shot. Daily Public. They later ruled that Tonya's murder was not a hate crime. AV says that as a mother she imagines her daughter was trying to run away or turn around. It is unclear what significance this location was to Tonya. The news reports that she had no permanent address at this point in her life. Tonya's Facebook indicates that she was a regular around in this area. In some of her Facebook lives, she goes to the same store by her accounts daily and people would drive by her and say hi. According to family, Tonya used supportive housing. In news video segments you can see the investigation happening. The neighborhood is a tightly packed residential with a narrow road. There was snow packed onto the Streets and the La wore heavy clothing. The area seems slightly worn but with efforts to upkeep. During the clips the police cross caution tape and go down into an alley between the houses. The scene is Shepherd Street, a dead end off Broadway and 2 blocks from Bailey Avenue. The area near Broadway and Bailey is known for gun violence. 2018 was a particularly deadly year. Here is essay list of sources of the area's murders for 2018.